So what were you just telling me about, like, CRT and the old, like, scan lines?
So, like, with the old style graphics, like, the CRT, the way that it kind of blurs the pixels together, a lot of games, like Super Mario World, actually look like they're hand-drawn as opposed to pixel art.
Yeah.
Like, you can still see the pixels, but, like, it looks a lot more hand-drawn.
That's one of the things that I've noticed, because, like, in a recent, like, AVGN episode, he tried to do something like, what he thought it was, like, cool and, like, show-offy, having, like, the scan lines to make it look, like, fancy and all that sort of stuff. But fans just complained because they wanted to see, like, the clean pixel art graphics. And, I've seen, like, this image of, like, Super Mario RPG and, like, how, you know, one of those Did You Know Gaming style images, where basically they were saying that, Super Mario RPG sprites were designed specifically in a way, where the scan line sort of filled in the gaps and made them look like clean, like 3D graphics.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that sort of game looks really pretty on a CRT, but if you were to look at it on a modern day monitor, it kind of looks like ass.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the things I've noticed too, like, from my own childhood playing, because I grew up on the PlayStation, the old PlayStation games, like when you played them on the old CRT TVs, look really good. But that now you play them on like emulators and they look like pixelated and shit. And yeah, I'm just wondering like, oh, how did that happen? This doesn't look anything like I remember.
It's because it's not anything like you
Yeah,
remember.
exactly. It's we've made it too good.
I think a really good example of this is actually Sonic the Hedgehog, because they used the scan lines to their advantage with the water. So they basically use it to trick for transparency with waterfalls and stuff.
Oh yeah.
If you were to look at the same graphics on a modern day monitor, you would just see strips of pixels going down
Yeah.
with like a 1 pixel gap between them. But if you were to look at it on a CRT, it would actually look like a genuinely transparent waterfall.
That's really cool. I really like fun facts about video game design, particularly retro video game design. Did you ever watch the Super Mario World cartoon show?
A couple episodes here and there.
Oh, okay. Did you know like the lore behind it or anything like that?
Not really. I know that they kind of like just assumed a bunch of things.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what was going on behind the scenes, but it seemed like in the writer's room they just played like a few levels of like the games and then just assumed everything about it. For example, in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, it's like they go to all these different worlds like Spaghetti World and like
Spaghetti words.
yeah, no, that was like and. There's this, like, Indiana Jones ripoff that appears in, like, one episode, and he's got, like, no face. And I don't know if that's, like, an animation error, or if that was, like, an intentional character design.
Who has no face?
This Indiana Jones ripoff that appears in, like, one of, like, the adventure-themed, like, style episodes.
Like for the entire episode?
For the entire episode, he's just got no face.
I feel like that would have to be intentional.
Yeah.
Oop.
This is not... And they also had, like, live-action segments with, Lou Albano.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah. I love it, because, like, one of the things that I, as a nerd, love is, like, looking into, like, lore, which,
Oh, what?
maybe the Mario creators never really intended or anything like that. But the only mention of Mario having, like, any parents is in, 1, Yoshi's Island, and 2, in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, where Lou Albano cross-dresses as Mama Mario.
I hate that.
I know. Oh, and the Luigi's actor cross-dresses as, like, Aunt Louisa or something like that. It's nuts.
It's actually pretty funny.
And then in the Super Mario World cartoon, they go to like like dinosaur world, because that's like, you know, the whole theme of like Super Mario World is it's like dinosaurs and stuff. And the whole thing there is it seems like Mario's just like, I'm introducing all this advanced technology to cavemen, and I'm teaching them how to run their society and shit like that.
Meanwhile, there's no caveman in Mario.
Yeah, exactly. That just came completely out of nowhere. Although it did introduce us to one of the best characters ever, Ugg. Who it speaks exactly like you'd imagine. He's like, Ugg made rock.
I like rocks.
Yeah. It's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
Mario!
Fuck you, Mario.
I do what I want.
I'm an independent woman, Mario.
You're a man, Luigi.
You're not pregnant.
Don't be transphobic, Mario.
Oh man, I missed this. Oh.
You can't tell me if I'm a man or a woman. That's only for me to decide.
I'm gender fluid, Mario. It's this new thing. It's okay, we can say that.
No, we can't. Not obviously returns.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What are those dudes called again? Chuck? That enemy?
God
What's
damn
that?
it. I totally just lost my ears.
That
Yeah,
dude
they're called
named
Chucks, I believe.
Chucks, okay. Chucks were the original Chads. Bow, 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 bow. Just did like the Peter Griffin, like. Did you? Oh, have you ever seen You probably haven't, but there's this YouTube show from back in the day. I love looking up like low budget, like fan made YouTube stuff. Like the more low quality it is, the better, in my opinion. There was this Let's Play series called Super Mario Guy. And basically, it was a Let's Play of Super Mario RPG where they roleplay as the characters, but they all do Family Guy voices.
What?
And they had this like full-on storyline where like Mario was like, Peach, come on, Peach. Hey, Peach, listen to this. I farted.
That sounds terrible.
It was so bad, but I gotta show you Super Mario Guy. It's just funny. Play it. Mitch in the future editing this. Play like a clip from Super Mario Guy.
Mario, help me!
I can't reach!
Oh god, oh my god.
Nah, I'm just kidding with you. What the deuce?
Why would you do that to the audience?
Because I hate them. Secretly, I hate all two of them.
All 3 people. Fuck you, 3 people in particular.
All 3 of them are the people in the show just watching it back. Did you ever watch Retsupre?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Retsupre was, Did you ever watch Mystery Science Theater?
I also don't know what that is.
Basically, Mystery Science Theater are these guys that riff on movies. Like, they talk over the movie like your annoying friend. And like, tell jokes over the top of it to make it, like, funnier.
Oh, yeah.
And, Retsupre, was... They made fun of, like, old Let's Plays by, like, watching them and reacting to them live and, like, making jokes over the top of them. And, like, there were... people started to get attached to the people that they were making fun of because they all seemed to have like these over-the-top characters. Like there's this one British guy that played Super Mario 64. He would be like, "Hey, this is Electrical Beast, aka the Jolting of Let's Plays, and welcome back to another episode of Mario 64 300, episode 300, and what a wonderful episode it is."
Why though?
Why what?
Why did he speak like that?
Because he's British.
He should stop being British. I mean, he should stop being British. Just sitting there.
Well, he has to take a break. He's been like adventuring all day. He's been. You've seen him running. You've seen him like jumping. If I had to run for
Why is
as
he
long
so
as Mario
fat?
has. Yeah, good point. Like you'd think with all this exercise, Mario would be a lot thinner. Maybe he does like maybe he does a lot of exercise, but he also like intakes like billions of calories on top of it.
Spaghetti.
Yeah. Well, spaghetti is nothing but carbs, Amy. So
Honestly, you know, he's probably not fat. You know, like lumberjacks, how like they have that healthy layer of fat over the top of their
yeah.
muscles. They don't have like 6 packs or
so
whatever. They've just
underneath the
got-
flab, Mario's actually really muscular.
Yeah, like a fucking
Like a lumberjack.
yeah, like a lumberjack.
Yeah.
So like he's got a round belly, but that's just pure fucking muscle.
Okay, I could agree with that. Did you want to tell the duck story?
Oh yeah, like oops, give me a second. Oh,
It's okay, you can try. Oh, I could also take over at any point if you want to focus on,
God damn it, I wanted to get
commentating.
the dude. So, there was... This is a really strange story. So, my partner and I were going out at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we just so happened to be awake at that time. Ooh,
Oh. There you go. Good job.
no, I missed him.
Oh, you wanted to get him?
Spawning.
Oh, right, because this is like the superpower cape
Yeah.
thing. Yep.
So,
Tell
So
us
we
the
were,
duck song.
God damn it.
There we go.
Ah.
Oh, now that I can record Switch games, we could probably do Super Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, true.
That'd be a nice follow-up to Super Mario World.
So, my partner and I, we were going to the shops at like 6 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and on our way, we saw this duck in the middle of the road. And
And he said to the man, run the stair. Sorry, I love that song so much.
like, literally, just this duck standing in the middle of the road looking lost.
Yeah.
So we drove past and we were just looking at this thing going, what the fuck is this duck doing here? Like, honestly, why is he just staying in the middle of the
And
road?
the duck just like looks at you like a duck in the headlights.
Yeah, literally. And so we wait for another car to pass, and we get out of the car and see if the duck's okay. And the duck's just sitting there quacking at me, just going. Yeah, and I'm just like, should I pick him up? So I do. I just.
And he's fine with it?
Yeah, it's just fine with it. It's
Wow.
just really fucking chill. And so my partner and I are just looking at this duck that we now have, and we're just like, so what do we do with this guy? Do we like?
Just leave him here?
There's a farm just around the corner. Should we take him to the farm?
Oh, yeah.
There's a little community farm called Mayuna Farm just around the corner from our house.
Oh, yeah.
So we figured the logical thing would be that this duck came from the farm.
Yeah.
So I take him into the car and put him on my partner's lap, and the duck just kind of nibbles at my partner's hair and just makes cute little
Oh, that's adorable!
noises the entire time that we're driving. And we get to this farm, and we're staying out front, and there's no one there because once again it's 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. No one's there yet because the farm opens at 11.
Yeah.
So we're just sitting in the car park going, well now what? Do we just take him to the vet? So yeah, that's what.
So
we
then
did.
that's the natural next step. Yeah, you just
We-
take him to the vet.
So we took him to the vet because we didn't know where else to go. But
Yep.
the duck looked visibly happy to be at the farm.
Yeah.
Like, you know, his head was perking up and he was looking around as if he knew where
Yeah,
we
the
were.
other animals and stuff.
No, there was no other animals. We
okay.
were just out the front. He just seemed to
But he
recognize
just
the
he just
area.
seemed pleased with like his location.
Yeah. So we tell the vet that we found him on the side of the road. the vet knows us,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, because this sort of stuff happens to us a lot, apparently.
Yeah.
Where
Wait,
we just find random animals.
what was the previous one?
I'll tell that one in a second.
Okay.
So we get to this vet, and we're talking. We say to the vet, look, we found this duck in the middle of the road. We took it to the farm. He seemed to know where the place was, but there was no one there. So you guys have him and let us know if he needs a home.
Yeah.
And then and my partner was like, oh yeah, we're the pigeon ladies. and this is when the
pigeon ladies.
I'll tell that one in a second.
Yeah.
And that's when the vet just kind of rolled their eyes at us and said, okay, we'll take care of him and we'll let you know what happens.
Yeah.
So the next couple days they call up and they say that they found Chuck a nice home. And
Oh yeah,
he's
did you
doing-
mention that you named the dog?
Oh yeah, we named the duck Chuck.
That's the part that made me laugh the most. Is just the
Yeah, we named this duck Chuck.
Chuck the duck.
Yeah, and we took him to this vet, and we were like, this is Chuck the duck. We named him this.
Our one Game and Chat fan, please make fan art for Chuck the duck and send it to me on Twitter at Mitchell001. Continue.
So that they kept the name Chuck.
Oh, that's adorable.
Which, yeah, that was
So
pretty
cute.
funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like, so they called us and Chuck found a new home and it was pretty good. Anyway, so the pigeon lady story. One day at like 5, no, maybe more, closer to 3 o'clock in the morning, my partner and I decided that we wanted to go get a donut from Krispy Kreme. Because we do that sometimes.
Yeah.
And,
Didn't you say there was a place that was like better than Krispy Kreme?
yeah, with Daniel's Donuts.
Oh, okay.
Around the corner from my house. And, so, oops. So we find this duck, not duck. We're on our way. We haven't even left our street yet. And we see this pigeon.
Damn, I hate it when you... that was bad. That was such bad luck.
You can take
But yeah, okay, I'll take over while you focus on the story. It's hard to play and talk at the same time. It's harder than it looks.
So we see this fucking pigeon on the side of the road. And Chloe, my partner's just sitting there going, we should do something about it. It's obviously injured because it's on the floor.
Yeah.
And pigeons don't normally sleep on the floor, so it's obviously injured and needs some help. And I'm just looking at this pigeon, knowing full well that pigeons are not the brightest animals in the world.
Yeah.
Going, Chloe, it's just fat.
Oh.
It doesn't need any help. Please, let's just forget about it and just go. And she insisted that we pick up this pigeon and take it to the vet.
Yeah.
So we do. We just pick up the pigeon, and once again, it's just chill. It's
Yeah.
just looking at us like, I guess.
Oh no, I should
I guess
run.
I'm being picked up now. Okay, I'm in a box now. This is cool, I guess.
Pigeon was just totally into it.
Yeah, it was just totally So then we take it to the vet, and the vet just kind of looks at us going, "This is a pigeon." And I'm like, "Yes, I
Yeah.
know. My partner is convinced there's something wrong with it.
The rats of the sky.
My partner is convinced that there's something wrong with it. So can you look at it for us, please?" So the vet takes it,
Yep.
and the next day my partner calls up and goes, "How's the pigeon going?" And the vet just kind of puts themselves on mute for a couple of seconds. And then unmutes themselves and go, "Oh my god, you're the fucking pigeon lady? Holy shit."
You're a legend around here.
Yeah.
Legend of the pigeon lady. We all talk about it.
And my partner's just like, yeah. I'm the pigeon lady, so how's the pigeon doing? And they just burst into laughter and just go, "Oh my god, there was nothing wrong with it. It was just fat and lazy." We let it stay overnight, then just released it.
God, it's amazing. I get when you gave them Chuck, they must have been thinking like, "Oh, this again."